Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here from Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Today I want to take a look at what I think are 5 of the very best bunkhouses available under 30 feet out there. Now this is all personal and this is subjective, and these are my personal nerd preferred kind of campers out there. Things that I look at and I see the way that they're laid out, the way the hookups are located, the overall value versus the features. If I was getting a bunkhouse for my family today, these are the things that I would be out there taking a look at very, very seriously. Doesn't necessarily mean they're the best fit for you. They're kind of the best fit for me. But if you're not really sure what to look for out there as a person who actively goes camping and looks at these, if they work for me, chances are they're going to work for you. So let's get started. Now, quick note for you. Normally, I would take you outside and I'd show you over my shoulder kind of a sneak preview of the camper we're going to be looking at. I got hit with some really nasty weather today, and it actually shut all the new RV deliveries down, but that actually kind of works out because now I get to sit inside where it's nice and warm, and I get to point at the magic screen over my shoulder, and we get to do all the same thing. And I'm going to get to crank a couple of these out here. So I've got some suggestions that you folks have sent through, like here's some of the top 5 lists you would like. As we go through this, leave me some comments and let me know, what do you think about the list? The specific models, the ordering of things. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? And if you have any other suggestions for some other top 5s, let me know. I can't promise to be able to get to everybody's suggestions since some of them are pretty awful specific. But overall, I can usually, I'm going to do my best to try to get to as many of these as I can. Now, first up on our list today is a camper that I know and love very well because it's the literal trailer that I tend to camp in, and that is the 264BH J-Flight SLX. This is what I call the infantry soldier camper of the RV industry. It's that same 26-foot no-slide bunkhouse with double bunks and a front bed that everybody and their brother makes. So why did I pick this one? And it's a bunch of little things. That's always the thing with the Jayco. Whether it's the warranty, the taller ceiling, the Goodyear tires, the underbelly enclosure, the ability to actually put a ladder on the back, not to mention just an extremely good balance of seating, sleeping, and storage in this thing. And that is something, good storage space in a small camper is something first-time RVers often overlook. That's why I think this is one of probably the very best options for a first-timer, frankly, not just family, but couple. I could see this working very well as a little couples camper while you kind of get a feel for things, and then maybe eventually a couple years later update and upgrade, because this floor plan is never going to go out of style, and there's always someone going to want to get their hands on it. So it holds its resale value very, very well, which is another thing I kind of looked at in this list. So a quick little peek here at the 264BH J-Flight. Next up on our list, a camper that kind of snuck onto the scene and made a big splash, but very silently, like an Olympic swimmer. I guess the whole point is to not make a big loud splash. Anyway, sorry, my mind wanders every now and then. The camper in question here is the 178 BHSK Wildwood FSX. This thing kind of snuck out the last 2 years. Wildwood has found a way with their FSX series to fit in those in-between spaces between a lot of other brands. It's 7.5 foot wide, so it's between the 7 and the 8 foot wides. It gives us a lot of the features of an 8 foot wide camper, like double big bunks, but still in a smaller body size, like 4,000 pounds or less, that opens up a lot of tow package SUV towability. And this floor plan has become insanely popular to the tune that Wildwood literally could build nothing but this and not meet the demand for it right now, and for good reason. It has a little corner Jiffy Murphy bed that is very interesting that a lot of other brands are starting to kind of tap into and copy off of. This floor plan has since been copied by brands like Catalina, J Feather. It's a simple trailer that has made a big impact, and it's something I could see my family using. And that's the 178 Wildwood.
Hold on to your hats, because these tend to go fast. This is the 178 Bunkhouse Wildwood here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan, and it's pretty much the most popular, by far, little camper I think I've ever seen in my dozen-year career. It falls nicely into tow package, SUV towability, and it packs so much into a little trailer. It's ridiculous. Take a look at this thing with our floor plan and a flash. So it has a corner Murphy bed that they call a Jiffy bed, a massive space-giving U-dinette slide, a pair of double bunks you just don't normally find in a single-axle little camper, a completely facelifted, updated interior look, and massively improved kitchen compared to last year. And I think they've also improved the camp kitchen compared to the previous season. Hang with us, because there's a lot of good on this one. If you see something you like, let us know. You got a question, got some feedback, drop us a comment. And if we just do a good job and you appreciate the fact that we're out here in all kinds of inclement weather getting this footage for you, let us know that too. Looking forward to working with you. Let's dive in.
Now, while we're in the kind of smaller camper realm of things, it doesn't feel appropriate to not have an under 30-foot list like this without somehow mentioning a Rockwood, specifically the GeoPro 19BH. This thing it's on this list because it is the definition of 10 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound sack. It brings double Asdel walls. It brings that off-road tire package, heated holding tanks, solar, the ability to take a family out and have a good time, the cargo bunk space, and then the thing that really takes it over the top for me is not all that awesome stuff GeoPro does, but the specific execution of this floor plan, and in question, the bathroom. They nailed the bathroom in this. Most single-axle little campers, it's a toilet and a little shower, and good luck. They gave it the big fan, they gave it a skylight, they gave it the shower miser. It actually has like a little place you can wash your hands in the bathroom. It's a full-featured trailer, all packed down into one little package.
Hey everybody, my name is Josh the RV Nerd. Welcome to Haylett RV. 3,190 pounds GeoPro 19BH here at Haylett's. This is, if you're looking for a small but really high-class little bunkhouse, this one certainly fits the bill. Cargo bunk room to really pack them up heavy, and if you want to get off-grid, you got a factory 190-watt solar panel plus a 1,000-watt inverter. You can even expand the solar a little bit if you are really looking to stay off-grid a longer time. 12-volt fridge, double Asdel walls, 12-volt TV with integrated DVD player, even the Wi-Fi Ranger if you want to get, you know, like a little extra Wi-Fi action and signal extension going on your campsite. This thing is like, it's a spaceship of a small camper. This is a good example of taking 10 pounds of sugar and shoving it all into a 5-pound sack. I'm also going to call this one the Magic Man, because the way GeoPros are lately, now you see it, now you don't.
Rockwood. Now up next is a camper that in my full walkthrough video tours I've mentioned several times. This would be one of the ones on my personal list. And then that's, again, what this whole thing is basically, these are my nerd preferred picks right here. And if we're talking under 30 feet with bunks, it is hard to beat the 257 BHS Freedom Express. Giving us a true queen bed and taller ceiling and the wide stance stability axles, awesome easy towing axle system, Asdel, all that goodness. The 12-volt fridge option, now, they were one of the first to go carpetless to get the carpet out of there. It speaks to me. It is one of the best, most functional under 30-foot travel trailers with bunks I think I've ever seen, and I've been doing this a dozen years now. Even the location where the water and the sewer hookups and the electrical hookups versus how the parks are usually laid out, it is perhaps one of the best trailers out there. Now, it's a very generic floor plan. You can find this floor plan among almost any manufacturer's lineup, but I think Freedom Express does it best. Now, before we get to my number one pick here, I did want to make a quick honorable mention to the 16 BHS Wolf Pup, both the standard series and the fact that it's available in that cool black label. It does so many things that Rockwood 19BH GeoPro does. It does it at an easier to access price point. The weights are very similar, a lot of similar features. It definitely, it's one of those that if you have a limited tow capacity or if you're trying to tow small, you don't even have to need a family for that thing. It could be used as a solo or couples camper with just some awesome cargo space. It's a very, very flexible camper. It's one that definitely denotes just a little bit of attention.
Shown today in loaded up black label edition with some handy juice pack solar luxuries, a gorgeous 16 BHS Wolf Pup from Cherokee Landing here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Now keep in mind, this one weighs 6,575 pounds as you see it here today. The black label edition will add weight, it will add equipment, and it adds all of the curb appeal in the world. So there's a significant line in the sand between a black label like this and a standard series that you will also find available here at Haylett RV. We build them both ways. Because that's the thing with Cherokee RVs. I kind of call these things bad medicine, and bad medicine is what I need.
And finally, what I think is pound for pound, one of the hardest to beat bunkhouse travel trailers under 30 feet. It's probably going to be no surprise to anybody because this thing's a monster. The 2509S Rockwood Mini Lite. This is awesome. Since it came out, every year it has improved. They have never just stuck with the status quo. They've always done something to enhance the outside camp kitchen, the cargo bunks. They've improved the Murphy bed. It's got that cinema sofa seating, the vaulted ceiling, the central air. Even though it's not an extra tall camper like the Freedom Express is, the way that it's all situated, I can still stand in the shower. It's a monster trailer. If you have, if you're not sure what you want to do, if you want to get like, okay, we're going to be in this thing for 8-10 years. We want to be able to go all over the place and tow nice and easy with this, but we don't want to be too big, but we want something high quality and long lasting. Every single thing I just said right there applies to that Rockwood 2509S.
Tipping the scales around the 5,200 pound mark depending on what options and upgrades you apply to it. The ultra popular, and for good reason, 2509S Rockwood Mini Lite here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. And how about we give this thing a hand for just an, I mean, that's an amazing look. That is just a gorgeous looking RV. It is very now, I think, especially with the white skin upgrade that we're looking at, very GeoPro inspired. And when they rearranged the front end of this thing from just a front wall with a windshield to a full-on front cap, this thing feels like dynamite. But I'm going to call it lucky because it makes me want to dance a jig every time we see that. But I'm not going to do that because, first of all, that would really affect my camera work. And secondly, I am not that good of a dancer.
So folks, once again, thank you very much for watching. Leave me some comments and let me know, what do you think about the trailers in the list? Did I get the order right? Did I get the order wrong? Was there one that maybe I missed out there among our lineup that I should have included? I'm always open to suggestions like that. Once again, this is just my personal picks. And I'd always love to know, like, if I didn't get the right one for you, what would your number one be? And again, if you appreciate these videos and all the sample little clips, keep in mind, down in the video description, I have links to the full videos of every one of these things, including the honorable mention wolf pups that we talked about there, where if you like one of these, you like the sound of that, you want to see it in more detail, it's only one click away for you. And again, if you like seeing these videos, hit that subscribe button and follow along here as we roll out some more of these top 5 type videos, and give me your suggestions on some things that you'd like to see. So as always, take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy Haylett camping, everyone.